getting comfortable in your seated position. You're just paying attention to your spine. If it's available and comfortable for you to do so, I invite you to just hold an upright posture. And in our mindfulness practice today, as we do everything, we do it with ease and grace and full of appreciation for what our body is able to give us. I invite you to close your eyes, rest your palms on your lap. And as we begin, I invite you to bring your attention to the space that your body occupies. We'll spend a moment here focusing on the space that your body occupies. Now bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. And feel or become aware of the space between the bottoms of your feet and the surface below. Focusing on the sensation on the bottoms of your feet as they connect with the surface beneath them. Bringing awareness and witnessing the moment, the sensation on the bottoms of your feet. Now bring your awareness to the tops of both feet, your toes, your ankles, your Achilles. And just notice what you feel. Next, bring your awareness to the backs of your legs, all the way up to the backs of your knees. Bringing your awareness here. And then up the front of the bottom part of your legs, up to the knees. Focusing your awareness now let's bring our attention specifically into the knee joint, the kneecaps, the inner and outer sides of our knees. With gentle awareness, Just placing our attention there. Now moving our attention to the top parts of our legs, to our thighs, the backs of our legs, all the way up to the hip joint. Now bringing our attention to the entire upper portion of both legs at once. Bringing our attention to the place in yoga that we call our sit bones. Bringing our attention to our hip joints, feeling what we feel. The sensation that we detect. As we move our attention into the entire pelvic bowl, the space between both hips, front and back. Seeing if we can breathe a little ease into this area with gentle breath. As we inhale, can you detect a slight movement in your pelvis? And as you exhale, the opposite movement. Within our pelvic bowl, we have our sacrum, which forms the base of our spine, starting with the tailbone. The sacrum is a triangle-shaped set of bones. Bring your attention there. And you might need to use your imagination or continue to just feel into your pelvis. Now I invite you to bring your awareness to your spinal column that runs all the way up through your torso. Holding gentle awareness. Into our shoulder blades, left and right. And here I invite you to allow your breath to flow easily around your shoulder blades, as if each inhale were to somehow magically inflate your shoulder blades, and the exhale helps remove any stress, tension, worry, sensation we may be holding. Perhaps you just feel the rise of your shoulder blades on your inhale, and you notice how they fall gently on the exhale. bringing your attention to your shoulder blades. Now, focusing your attention around the front of your body, along your collarbones, your clavicles. This is not an area we tend to pay any attention to in our day to day lives, yet the clavicles serve a very important role in our skeletal structure. And just like we can carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, they can also rest here on the front body. So just bringing gentle awareness to your collarbones at this time. Now bringing your attention to the space that your chest occupies, feeling your chest. Allowing your attention to focus on your abdomen, the entire front side of your body now. Now bring your attention to the back of your body, focusing your attention there. Now we bring our awareness to the tops of both arms, all the way down to the elbow and the elbow crease on the inner part of our arm. Next, bringing our awareness to the lower parts of both arms, into the wrists, fingers, palms, and thumbs. Really feeling the sensation now in the palms of your hands. Bringing our attention to the back of our skull and the back of our neck. Our ears, the top part of our skull down to our forehead, our temples, the bridge of our nose, our orbital sockets where our eyes rest, our eyelids, our jaw, chin, front of the throat back down to the clavicle. Now again, tune in and become aware of the space that your body occupies. If your body wants to make a slight adjustment with some movement, allow it at this time. And as we settle into our body awareness, I invite you to choose an area within the body that could use some extra attention. You could be experiencing a heightened sense of sensation, tension. Choose an area of your body to focus on that could use a little bit more love right now. So now bring your attention to the place that you've selected within your physical body. And without using the word pain, we replace it with the word sensation, which allows us to become just a little bit curious about our own body in this way. Become aware of where the sensation feels as though it originates. In this way, we may be brave as we face it, granting ourselves and its space to be here because it is here at this time. And if you could begin to sense and feel, if that sensation were to have a radius, if it were to radiate from the center outward, what is the outer limit? Where does the outer limit of this sensation extend to in a 360-degree radius? How far do you sense it would radiate outwards? And now, can you hold your attention there? Do you need to adjust for the radius? Any change that may be happening? Go ahead and do that now. Hold your awareness and your perception there. Bringing an offering of peace and acceptance to the experience that you hold at the outer edges of this sensation. Do you notice anything that has shifted? Do you need to shift yourself? This might sound a little funny or different, but does this sensation have a message to offer you? Is there some type of insight that becomes available to you as you hold the awareness at its outer limits? Now, again, I invite you to become aware of the space that your entire body occupies at this moment. And taking some time to inwardly reflect and to become available to any wisdom that may be there for you to understand. Gently holding our awareness around the space that our body occupies. Now I invite you to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring some movement into your body, maybe up the spine, whatever comfortable and doable for you. And then you can flutter your eyes open